Now, quickly before this video begins, I have to say something. If you haven't watched the news or seen anything, there has been a disaster in Indonesia. If you, just quick Google and you'll see it everywhere. It's a heavy thing. There are over hundreds casualties. It's a shame. I mean, not per se shame. It's sad. It's heartbreaking that this happens, especially right before Christmas. And since Christmas is centered around the holiday spirit and sharing love, I want to have a moment of silence to show our support and strength towards the victims. Show them they're not alone. If there are any things you want to do, of course you'll find support websites, donations, anything to help them in this moment of tragedy. Let's have a minute of silence. Having said this, though, let's move on with the video. Whether you like it or not, life must go on, right? Best thing we can do is support the ones in need whenever we can. Spreading the holiday cheer with bullets. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Zycathlix and welcome to another hero review. Today we're going to be talking about Double Agent Jolly Headhunter, a reskinned Double Agent Vaughn or Double Agent Evelyn, which is a hero from the Blockbuster event half a year ago already. Wow, time is going really fast. I remember when I first got Double Agent Vaughn, I was extremely excited because I saw on YouTube and everything how good lefty and righty was. I was back then I was like Plankerton-ish, and late Plankerton or something, and it was incredible. I mean, I felt so powerful, and to this day, Double Agent Vaughn is still one of the most played heroes, because with some heroes I played them for like a week and then never played them again. But somehow I always keep on revisiting the Double Agent subclass, which was, I was so hyped when I saw that Jolly Headhunter was in the Winter Llamas. Having said that though, let's begin with the review, shall we? So, as all soldiers you have advanced tactics, which increase your ranged weapon damage and your health by 10%. Basic is already very strong. We've got lefty and righty, and ability will go on later. Debilitating Shots. How does debilitation work? You shoot a husk, he has a cracked shield above his head and takes 5% more damage from all sources, be it teammates, traps, or yourself. Then, in a pinch increases your reload speed by 35% if your magazine is empty. Then dual debilitation, lefty and righty now apply debilitating shots, meaning that your lefty and righty will also decrease the husk's weakness, the cracked shield above his head. We've got Frag Grenades, then Lingering Pain, which allows you your debilitation to stack from 3 up to 5, meaning you do 5% 5 times, meaning you can weaken husks down to 25% vulnerability. Then we got Where's Lefty, which means that if you get a kill with a pistol, you get 1 second reduction on lefty and righty. Combine that with grenade generation, which means that if you get a kill with a ranged weapon, or sorry, my apologies, 20 kills with a ranged weapon, you generate 1 grenade. Combine that with your pistols, and well, getting 1 kill with your pistol both has a chance to generate a grenade, as well as knock 1 second down to lefty and righty. You got a vanilla shockwave, then cluster bombs. Throwing a grenade will have 6 bombs right next to it in a 1 tile diameter, doing 25% of the grenade's damage. Not a lot of damage, but it's good enough to do some AoE. Then finally bang and pow. Each hit with lefty and righty causes an explosion in a 1 tile diameter once again, and it does energy damage. My current loadout 14,000 energy damage, which is not actually that bad. So whether you're hitting a husk or you're hitting a building, it's going to cause the explosion, meaning that's really good for clearing just anything. Just you shoot and it's exploding and it's dead. End of the line. Beautiful. Let's look at the lefty and righty then, shall we? It has a cost of 50 energy and a cooldown of 100 seconds. 1 minute 40 seconds. You pull out 2 pistols, shooting 6 times per second for 38k physical damage for 10 seconds, so maximum of 60 shots per lefty and righty. Each hit causes the bang and pow to trigger, meaning that if you spam fast enough, you're gonna make explosions everywhere. Combining that with where's lefty, you can keep on knocking down the cooldown of lefty and righty, which is a very nice thing. You got frag grenades, so they deal about almost 70k damage, which is a lot, in a 1 tile diameter. But those cluster bombs will actually increase the weapon's damage by 150%, since technically you do 100%, 6 times 25 is 250. Of course, it's more spread out, but you actually more than double your grenade's damage output, which is kinda nutty. And then we got a vanilla shockwave, good for, you know, clearing riots, clearing shielders, just anything that's annoying, just shockwave and it's gone. As a tactical, she brings cluster bombs, the same as the non-tactical. However, it does 12.5% damage instead of 25% damage, which may not seem like a lot. A lot of people like to run it, including me with the Hemlock review, but I do more for spectacle. Those cluster bombs are not even powerful enough to kill anything. Nothing will die by them. So it's just more of like a showcase than actually, you know, hitting hard. That's why I also prefer to run something more damaging or more useful than a light show, unless of course you want to have some fun. One thing to note though is the hero ability damage modifier of the double agent subclass. It's 20.3, which is high for most soldiers. This signifies that it's an ability focused soldier, which means that if we look over towards my loadouts, I have Shuriken Mastered or Bladestorm in support, and then again any tactical. Having the support as a Bladestorm or Shuriken Master will increase your ability damage by a lot, as well as, you know, give an additional kick because of their high hero ability damage modifier. As tactical, I run either Rucksack or Flashbang from Demolisher and Special Forces respectively. Rucksack increases your grenade cap by 2, meaning you can generate more grenades with the grenade generation perk. And Flashbang, I always like it. Chuck it at a smasher, chuck it at a husky husk, blast it, whatever, it gets stunned, saving your life, saving your base, killing it, whatever. It's good if you can stun something. For weaponry, I don't really talk about this a lot, but I really recommend to use the Founder's Revolt or any quickfire pistol. Probably currently a hype weapons are like the Founder's Quick Shot, since it's in the sale, and the Riptide, maybe, with the Scavenger set. What else? Maybe you have a Rat-a-tat from the Rat Rod set, but any pistol that shoots really fast is very, very, very recommended with the double agent. Now, as a playstyle, you mainly want to just chuck grenades whenever you can, use lefty or righty whenever you can, and whenever you cannot do them, switch to your Founder's Revolt or any pistol and just go wild. because you're getting a lot of kills, you're going to generate a lot of grenades, you're going to reduce a lot of cooldowns. You're starting to see the pattern here. If you look into the gameplay, I am doing, like, during the regular defense, I'm chucking grenades left and right. During the encampments, I'm going wild with lefty and righty. I made a challenge for myself how many times I can do lefty and righty in a single mission. And I mean, sometimes it was really wild how quickly I could reduce the cooldown back to 0. I decided to add one additional tier, or not one additional tier, no, an additional ranking, sorry, calling ability lineup. With a double agent, I have to go straight for a 5 out of 5 with this. Why? You have so much synergy. Ranged weapons do lefty and righty, and grenades. Lefty and righty does explosions, grenades do explosions. You have a high ability damage modifier, and you have 3 high damage abilities. You have shockwave because it's good for crowds. You don't really need a war cry, or you don't really need to go in commando because you're not focusing on weapon damage. It's a very well made hero. Now, single target DPS, I have to go with a 4 out of 5. It's high, trust me. If you have never popped a lefty and righty as double agent against a mini boss or against a smasher before, do it. You will see how much damage you can do. It's kinda nutty. Then multi-target DPS, why am I even trying? It's also a 4 out of 5. It's not as strong as something like Master Grenadier, but you have cluster bombs, you do explosions with your lefty and righty, you have a shockwave, you have so many options to kill crowds that it's so powerful. Then weapon damage has to be a sad 1 out of 5, because all you have is lingering pain in a pinch and debilitating shots. Then for ability damage, I'm gonna go straight for a 5 out of 5. Like it or not, 5 out of 5 it is. You have super high damage with lefty and righty. You have good damage with grenades. Shockwave is always a good ability, but especially since you have so much cooldown reduction, it's crazy. Like I can't even say this, but with the amount of cooldown reduction you have, it doesn't really matter that you do less damage than, let's say, a Master Grenadier. It's just because you do so many grenades and so many lefty and righties, you compensate for that. And finally, team synergy is a 0. If there's propane, you cannot do any of your abilities. You can accidentally trigger propane with your lefty and righty. You can accidentally trigger propane with your cluster bombs. So overall, what tier should I give Double Agent? A tier. I'm not gonna say any funny stuff. It is an A tier. Don't take this. I mean, take this with a grain of salt. I'll say it like that. If a hero is below Double Agent, it does not mean it's per se a more. It's a bad hero. It's statistically inferior, but that still does not mean that it's a bad hero. You can play with E tier heroes and still perform well in Twine Peaks, in 118 or up to 130 missions. It's just that A tier heroes tend to be better designed, have better synergy, have better stats, have some things that make them stand out and make them statistically better than other heroes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you did enjoy it, subscribe, like, comment down below if there's a hero, weapon, anything you want to hear me review next. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you all next time. Later.